Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be my ambitious March TBR and we have our book contestants right here. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm just going to talk a little bit about the books, read the summaries for you, and yes, I'm out of breath because I kid you not, my camera fell over 10 times. At one point I almost cried because I thought I broke the lens because it was so blurry. And it was just a disaster. I was not going to film this video because I was getting really frustrated. But here we are on our 20th attempt. So let's get started. The first book I'll show you is our March book club pick, which is a Yellow Face. Here it is. It's such a gorgeous book, which I actually showed in my last video I uploaded. So if you want to join the book club, the link will be linked down in the description. So this is Yellow Face, and I'll just read you a little bit on the back of the cover just so you know what it's about. So this is Yellow Face. It says authors June Hayward and Athena Liu were supposed to be twin rising stars, but Athena's a literary darling. June Hayward is literally nobody who wants stories about basic white girls, June thinks. So when June witnesses Athena's death in a freak accident, she acts on impulse. She steals Athena's just finished masterpiece, an experimental novel about the unsung contributions of Chinese laborers during World War I. And then there's a little bit more, but I won't read the rest just so that we go into this book with an open mind without really knowing a whole lot about it. So if you want to join us on this book club, please look at the link down below because it's going to be a lot of fun. And then I'll just set the book right there. So I don't really know much about any of these books, only this one because I started reading this one. And this is called Ikigai. Guys, I'm so sorry. I don't know how to pronounce these words, but I'm trying. Ikage. The Japanese Secret to a Long and Happy Life by Hector Garcia and Francisque Mireles. So here's the cover. I'm obsessed with the cover. It's such a pretty book, such a small book too. As you can see, I have my pencil in here because I started it. So basically this book goes into detail about people from the town in Japan, and it talks about how people stay happy and healthy and how they live so long. Some of them have lived up to 110, I believe, or maybe even a little more. But yeah, it's a really interesting book. I'll read you the back like I said I would. It says, want to live longer, keep super busy. If Haiji is art of doing nothing, Ikagai is the art of doing something and doing it with supreme focus and joy. So here it is. According to Japanese, everyone has an Ikage reason for living, and according to the residents of the Japanese village with the world's longest living people, finding it is the key to a happier and longer life. Having a strong sense of Ikage is the place where passion, mission, vocation, and profession intersect, means that each day is infused with meaning. It's the reason we get up in the morning. It's also the reason many Japanese never really retire. So yeah, I'm currently on page 40 and I'm really loving it. You'll see that I've talked about it in a vlog that I posted, but I'm reading this slowly just so that I can take it all in because I am taking notes on it and marking it down with my pencil. So yes. This is not part of the mini book clubs, but some of these other books will be part of the mini book clubs. If you don't know what mini book clubs is, then check out the Patreon where I talk about my Moonbeam Library. I'll put the title here, Moonbeam Library Book Club. Next up, we have Authority. This is the second book to the series that I talked about with the book Annihilation, which I think I have them right here, and I told you I would show them to y'all once I received them, so I will do that. So let's see. This is the first book, Annihilation. The second book that I'm about to talk about, and lastly, Acceptance. All these covers are so cool. Alright, so this is another book that I want to read in the month of March. I can't believe we're going into March already, but yeah. So these books are pretty small. Let's see how many pages are in here. 337. And I'll read you a little bit about this, but basically this continues with the first book, and now we're going into Authority. So Let's see. After 30 years, the secret government agency known as the Southern Reach has been unable to solve the mysteries of Area X, a seemingly malevolent landscape wiped clean of human civilization, or in pristine wilderness, a better description. Expedition after expedition has failed to come up with answers, often disastrously. The Southern Reach in the process has become a backwater agency, forgotten and underfunded despite the urgency of its mission. Following the 12th expedition chronicled in Annihilation, the agency is in complete disarray. Enter John Rodriguez, aka Control, the Southern Reach's newly appointed director, working with a distrustful team desperate for success. Control must navigate a maze of frustrating interrogations, a catch of hidden notes, and hours of profoundly troubling video footage. What does it all mean? Can he reach some kind of understanding before it's too late? In Authority, the second volume of Jeff's Southern Reach series, many of Area X's most disturbing questions are answered, but the answers are far from reassuring. So, definitely sounds creepy vibes. I can see that we're going to be following a man instead of a woman this time, the biologist, but I do believe that the biologist is in this book, so we'll see. So yeah, really excited to pick this up. I will be listening to this on audiobook and also reading it physically. Our next book that we're going to be reading, so 1, 2, 3, this is the 4th book we're going to be reading in the month of March. This is called Housekeeping by Marilyn Robinson. Yes, this is such a cool cover. This is a fiction book, and if you see the cover, it has like mountains. I'm not sure if that's snow or water. I think it's both, but this is a cool book. Again, it's smaller on the smaller side. Let's see. This has 219 pages, I think. Yeah, so I'm really interested in this. I found this book because I saw one of my favorite booktubers talking about this book. I was seeing if I'm still recording. She was talking about this book and it really caught my eye. Something different than what I usually read, so that's why I wanted to pick it up. So this book says, this is a story of Ruth, who grows up with her sister Lucille under the care of her compotent grandmother, then of her 2 fumbling great aunts, and finally of Sylvie, the transient sister of her dead mother. The family house is a small town on a glacial lake in the far west town. Oh my gosh, this is like so, why is it so confusing to read? I'm like stumbling over my words. Fingerbone Lake, which holds the casualties of the spectacular train derailment that took Raf's grandfather's life, provides a legend for the town and a haunting legacy for Ruth's family. This book is about the effort to keep house, to keep anything at all, in a landscape and a community where nothing seems to persist except memory. Sylvie understands her domestic responsibilities with the best intentions, but her efforts are sporadic and tentative and finally doomed. Lucille, armed with dress patterns, nail polish, and a group of peers, begins to persist her unconventional upbringing in several touching, humorous episodes. Ruth, on the other hand, grows closer to Sylvie, and at last the two are drawn back into the world of transiency to attempt to maintain any human stronghold against the brisk and humorous energy of the world. Okay, I'm so sorry if you have no idea what I just said. This is like a very long, like, that is so long. I don't even know what I just said. I'm just kidding, I do, but this kind of sounds like a sad book. But I heard her books are amazing, and I also know that Jessie talks about the other books that this person has read, which are in the back. So if I like this, I will pick up the other books. So those are the 4 books that are on my March TBR list. I do have another book that is going to be on my Kobo, which I don't know where my Kobo is at. I think it's behind me. And that book is, this is a book I might read. I'm not 100% sure. It's called Spring Snow by Yukio Mishima. And it looks like, you can't really see that. Let me see if I can. Okay, so yeah, in this book, I don't even know if I can, it's not letting me click on it. So you know what, let's Google it, guys, because if I'm going to be talking about something, you guys need to know what it's about. So Spring Snow Sorry my video's all over the place. I feel like they're usually gonna be like this. And I'm not sure if I had my microphone here last time or like closer to me. Spring snow. Oh, apparently this is a series. I'm trying to look for the description or like the summary. Oh, here it is. All right, let me drink some water because I'm out of breath. I feel like I talk too much and then I just need some water. A little ASMR. Also, look at my gorgeous mug. Obsessed. This is one of my favorite mugs, and I usually drink tea, but right now I'm drinking water. Okay, better. So Spring Snow by Yukio Mishima is a novel set in early 20th century Japan, focusing on the tragic love story between Kyaki, a young man from a rising wealthy family, and Satoko, a woman from a declining aristocratic lineage, as they navigate the complexities of societal expectations and their own conflicted emotions amidst a changing Japan. So yeah, basically what I heard about this book is that you're following a relationship between two people from different economic statuses when Japan was changing a lot. So that's what the story is about, and I don't know, we'll see if I read it, and if not, then maybe we can hold on and read it another time. But for the mini book clubs, like I said, Moonbeam Library, join the club, lots of fun. We do talkings, we do meetings, Zoom meetings where we actually talk to each other, which I think is so fun. So for those mini book clubs, we're reading Authority, which is the second book, and we're reading Housekeeping. So yes, if you have any questions about the book clubs, feel free to find me on my Instagram or feel free to leave a message down below. But that was it. That was our chaotic March to be read. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video, and leave a comment down below. Tell me what books you're reading the month of March, or if you have any book recommendations that I can read for our next book club, let me know. Hope you guys enjoyed. Bye.